most relevant one, Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
I'm against it because the pressure at that young age to kind of have that dependence from people in the stadium to kind of depend on you to do something. I don't know. He's been handling that really, really well. And
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
Well, the Thursday edition of Marawa Sports Worldwide is proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
Well, let's go. Quick escape, though, to Quebec. The SAFA head of communication is standing by. Marawa. We spoke to him yesterday. One of the biggest concerns that we had was whether Bafana Bafana will have an opposition team to play against or not. And I don't know. A press conference was had just a short while ago, and he's got the latest for us. Marawa, good to have you back again. I didn't know it would be this soon, but good evening.
Good evening, Rob. Thanks for having me. Good evening also to your listeners. A bit of breaking news here, Rob. You're the first I'm telling this to. Congo have arrived.
Congo have arrived?
Yes.
How far back did they arrive, and why did it take so long?
Well, at this point in time, let me just set the scene a bit, Rob. So what they've done is they apparently asked for special permission because ordinarily they would have needed to go to Joburg first to enter the country. So because of the chaos that enveloped their travel arrangements, I think they spoke to our government to allow them to fly directly to PE, to Quebec, and then they were apparently granted this permission, and they came straight here this afternoon and they landed. They are now at their hotel. And they are already actually at the hotel now, but they were saying they are tired and they don't want to engage in a number of things. Because obviously, as we're all asking questions, there are a number of things here that are involved. They know the team that we announced on when was it last week. They are quite aware who are the players who are in our team. We don't. We are planning. Our analysts have been hard at work for the last couple of days planning for an opponent that we don't quite know 100% who and then which players will they. We just know their previous squads before, but as things stand at the moment, because they haven't sent a squad to us, just to give you an idea, Rob, the stadium is looking for their anthem, for example, and those are the things that would ordinarily happen in that pre-match meeting between the two countries that two countries have before they play. That happens a day before the match. So that meeting is very important for a number of reasons, including things like that. Might seem like small things, but those are quite important on the day of the game because the anthems must correlate with the countries that are on the pitch. So we don't have those because that's what they were supposed to have shared with us in advance at that meeting that was supposed to take place. So that meeting couldn't take place today because we couldn't sit there alone. So we need to have the opposition also in the room. So as things stand at the moment, they are in the hotel. So the game is definitely going ahead. That's one thing that we can almost certainly guarantee that is going to happen tomorrow.
But surely there is a breach of a couple of rules and regulations within CAF for a lot of what's happened. Yes, I understand as well. There was speculation that 4 of the irregular players have not made the trip down to South Africa.
Well, you see, this is the thing. That's where now the match commissioner must advise us what sort of, because obviously then we have our own concerns and all sorts of things that we would like to raise also from that point of view. So the match commissioner will advise accordingly what then needs to happen going forward, because quite a number of things, as I'm saying, because things like your colors. What colors are you using? You're ensuring that the teams don't have a clash of colors. Those are things that are discussed before the game is played. They might seem small, but they are quite big in the greater scheme of things because they are also part of a collective. So then the match commissioner must then guide us in terms of what to then do proceeding going forward, because I don't know if they will actually get a chance to go to the stadium also to actually have a training session as well. Also, they definitely will not have a press conference as required by CAF itself, which on its own is also something that CAF needs to look at.
What about the press conference then, which I would imagine, Mninawa, happened as far as South Africa is concerned? Any new news coming through from Coach Hugo Broos?
Well, the coach, not so much. The coach is just happy that we have had the last couple of days here, gotten to understand a bit of the conditions. You know, PE has 9 different weather conditions during a 24-hour period. You wake up, it's raining, an hour later it's hot, then it's windy, then it's overcast, then it's hot. I mean, every day you never know what to expect. So if you have been here for a couple of days, then you get to understand exactly what sort of an environment it is that you'll be playing under. So I think the players, the good thing about them is that they have been here now for 5 days at least as a team and understand exactly what sort of conditions that we'll be playing under. I mean, there's a lot of humidity sometimes it's cold and all of those things. So I think our time here is time well spent, and also getting to understand the type of place that we are playing in, and also more importantly, I think for me, it's our surroundings with the people here, getting to a bit closer to the team they ordinarily have been over the years, because the team hasn't been here for quite a long time. So that has also helped us in ensuring that we've got a good crowd tomorrow. And early indications are that in terms of comparison between at this stage of ticket sales and Bloemfontein, Gqeberha is ahead. But I don't have the final numbers at this point in time. I must still check with Errol, the marketing manager, in terms of how far are we. But there's been that sort of an interest. So I think the coach is quite happy from that point of view. And his thing is, all the players that he has that he's selected from the 23 are ready to step in, and we can't be talking about people who couldn't make it and players that may or may not have been part of this camp. And he's happy with the ones that are here. And also, more importantly, Darob, one small element which I forgot to mention to you yesterday when we were chatting. Themba Zwane, if he's selected and he plays tomorrow, he ends his 50th cap.
Yes, that's the good news. I kind of mentioned it to myself when I had put the phone down because time had beaten us. But I mean, what a milestone from where the love story began with Coach Hugo Broos and Themba being, excluded from the squad, to him becoming a regular feature and one that Hugo Broos really loves to have in the team. What's the feeling like? Is there anything special that's going to be done on match day to recognize this milestone?
I'm sure the marketing department will put something together for him and then recognize that, because 50 caps is not pap and place. The man has worked hard for that. He has toiled. He's one of the icons of this current team, and he's one of the players that a lot of them look up to. I mean, if you listen to Ronwen when he talks about his club mate as well as his national teammate, and he talks about him and the spirit and the motivation and the guidance that he brings to the rest of the team, and as they walk into the pitch, that extra spring in their step and the confidence that he brings, with knowing very well that he's the type of guy that with one touch of the ball, the magic, he's suddenly able to do things, marvelous things on the pitch. So, and also a great human being off the pitch, down-to-earth, humble guy. I mean, he's very soft-spoken, and he just likes to keep to himself. But and all of these people, they are here. I mean, I've been watching some of the people around here. They're just trying to get pictures with him and all of those things, and you just see the type of guy he is. So for me, it couldn't have happened to a better and a nicer guy. And then hopefully the coach will select him, because we don't want to preempt the coach's starting lineup, but hopefully he's in that starting 11, or he'll make some sort of a contribution during the game so that he can end his 50th cap.
Yeah, I think these are milestones that everybody remembers. I think I have a firm memory of when Doug Kumalo got his 50th cap, and that's where his international career then came to an end. It was a milestone, and it was the dead end at the same time.
No, most definitely. These are definitely the moments that you don't remember, Darob. I mean, it's not too many players that get to half a century, and hopefully maybe, the coach, if you listen to the coach when he talks about, he says, I wish Themba Zwane was 5 years younger or 10 years younger, so that I still had enough time and a number more years for him. to still be a part of this team, because understanding, so young players like Rayleigh, or some of the guys who are coming into the squad, they look up to him, and they look up to him for guidance and understanding the inspiration and what he brings to the table, because it goes beyond just playing on the pitch. I mean, the words that he does, the encouragement that he does from the sidelines, if he's on the bench. So you've got a huge contributor to the whole, to the greater collective, somebody who understands what it means to be part of the team. Never mind the fact that he does bring, on his own, he brings quite a lot.
Otherwise, you're promising us a good game tomorrow?
Based on what I've seen at training, Rob, sure. The training, if the training sessions are anything to go by, the intensity, the commitment, the involvement, the dedication, the hard work that these players have put in from the very first day we landed here on Sunday, they haven't let up. There's no day where we thought they were putting in at half measure or putting in half a shift and not actually giving their all at any of these training sessions. They've gone in. At some stage, we even cringed because we worried that maybe the tackle might have been too hard this one, but they have been exactly the same way since we got here. And if there is anything to go by, Rob, the Congolese are in for a tough fight tomorrow.
All right, I love that news. Any last word coming through? Your little birdie, has it said anything in your ear?
So, well, at this point in time, Rob, my birdie, I'm sending my birdie to the Congolese camp, and I'll let you know as soon as I know what on earth is going on that side, because that's what we all would like to know.
Absolutely. That's what we were waiting for. The good news, though, for Bafana Bafana and South Africa as a whole is that the game will go ahead. Congo are in the country. Last minute as it is, the game will happen. Hopefully you do find the national anthem to play on match day. Marawa Ntloko, Staff Head of Communications, live from Joburg. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, Rob.
All right, moving away there before we hit the break and introduce our guest for tonight. Let me just tell you, though, if you didn't get the news early on, PSL prosecutor advocate Zoloma Javu, well, he's confirmed that Kaizer Chiefs have been charged by those unsavory scenes, guys, in that 2-1 defeat against Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, that incident took place after a late strike from Edson Castillo was ruled out due to a foul in the build-up, which would have been an equalizer for the home side in the final moments. Listen very carefully.
I hereby confirm that earlier this morning, Kaizer Chiefs Football Club appeared before the PSLDC to answer to charges of spectator misbehavior as a result of a missile throwing incident on the 28th of September 2024 when they were fixtured against Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club. They pleaded guilty as charged, and they were fined a monetary fine of 100,000, of which 50,000 is suspended on condition that during the period of suspension, which is up to the end of the season, they are not found guilty of a similar offense. Last season, they still had an outstanding and suspended fine of another 100,000 rands from a similar incident. Effectively, it means now that they were convicted for this new offense, they will now pay an additional 100,000, which was previously suspended. In total, Kaizer Chiefs will pay effectively 150,000 rands plus the costs of the sitting of today, which are usually...
All right, so heavy charges there flowing in the direction of Kaizer Chiefs. Fan misbehavior once again in the spotlight. All right, I'm looking forward to the conversation we're going to have next after the break, though, because the man is in town. I've got no idea why. He's a Rugby Stars to Enyimba, Enugu Rangers, Kwara United, Orlando Pirates, Maritzburg United, had a very short stint at Kaizer Chiefs. What happened? I don't know. He might tell us. Listen very carefully. He's also been at Hearts of Oak, Young Africans, Black Leopards, Chippa United, again briefly, Polokwane City, Black Leopards, Royal Eagles, then another brief stint at the Ethiopian Coffee, came back to South Africa, Royal Eagles, and then he went to coach Eswatini, the national team, as a senior head coach of the national team. And then Hearts of Oak, before coming back to South Africa to coach Black Leopards. So a very, very long list of clubs, and he's back in the country. And you know, when a man that they fondly call Bolton, Kostadin Papic, is in the house, we welcome him with open arms.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. #MSW.
Starting route towards new adventure. Turn right. Recalculating. No deposit. Recalculating. Reduced interest rate. Recalculating. 48 months. You have guaranteed the future value of your Suzuki Jimny 5-door.
Arrive at your next adventure with a selection of great deals and a starting price of 429,900. Join the Jimny culture at suzukiauto.co.za. T's and C's apply.
That's KB. KB's in a video meeting with corporate right now, nodding contemplatively and remembering to unmute now and then to echo that sentiment. And KB just got naked. Yep, he bought comprehensive car insurance during the quarterly sales update. He got a quote online in 90 seconds with Naked, and he signed up instantly without a phone call. Well done, KB. You can now continue to circle back or touch base or whatever. Visit naked.insure now and get naked. Anyway, Naked Financial Technology is an authorized FSP.
People always say that time is money, but they never tell you how much time equals how much money. Well, at Lula, we'll tell you right now that 24 hours equals up to 5 million rand. Yep, you heard right. At Lula, you can get up to 5 million rand in funding for your business in as little as 24 hours. So if your business needs access to funds, and time is money, don't delay. Visit lula.co.za today and make cash flow.
You know it's game on with Hollywood Bets this soccer season. Stand to win your share of 2 million rand in prizes. Bet 10 rand or more on any soccer fixture. Get Diski Passion in the palm of your hand. Aziz Shege, let's play. T's and C's apply.
Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Get more for even less with Spar. Shop red and save green with low prices on your favorite products and essentials. Like 5 Roses Ceylon Blend Techless Tea Bags, 100s for only $54.99 each with your rewards card. Or 2 kg Salati Golden Brown Sugar for just $42.99. Prices valid until 22 October. T's and C's apply.
Do you know what the best thing about a good selfie is? It's timeless. Flex every angle with FlexCam on the new Galaxy Z Flip 6. Unlock the power of auto zoom selfies. Get real-time previews without having to open your phone. Reinvent whatever you create with FlexCam on the new Galaxy Z Flip 6. Even if the thing you're reinventing is yourself. Make wow moments an everyday thing with Galaxy AI. T&Cs apply.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
His name, and as I said, hey, future star, Jonathan Mulawudzi. I mean, a man who's seen and done it all at the tender age of 18. And I know that at the schools you've gone to, I mean, you've been to St. Martin's, St. Benedict's. I was even tempted to say, man, with all these saints you've been, we will name you St. Jonathan. Now, some people say you're either a CDM in terms of position or you play left back. You're versatile in both?
Yeah, I'm versatile in quite a few positions, you know. I think for a lot of players it happens quite often for them to get to teams, and you kind of need to have that versatility within you.
#MSW. #MSW.
Well, somebody who's been known as an advocate for attacking football. I mean, his coaching style, if you throw your mind back, allowed players to flourish, and flourish they did under the firm instructions of, attack, that kind of football. I mean, what a gaffer this Serbian-born was during his over 2 decades on the sidelines here in South Africa. I think a lot of people would call him a no-nonsense coach. He certainly polished a lot of raw diamonds, though, during his stints with the Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs, Black Leopards, Maritzburg United, just to name a few. Now, he turned boys into men. Now, the Buccaneers faithful absolutely loved him. I think everybody loved him. But he's here to correct the fact that from that long list of clubs that I said he coached, he said I left 2 out. Which are those 2?
First, Kabuskorp in Angola. The second one is Coffee Buna in Ethiopia.
I mentioned the coffee club in Ethiopia, but that was 2017.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that is nice. Maybe I'm not here that properly.
You've been away for too long, Coach. We have facilities that are available that provide hearing aids.
I see it.
Yeah.
But no mistake. One single mistake.
Was that accurate?
Completely, totally.
So just the Angolan one was missing.
Angolan one is.
So how many clubs then in total?
But I'm never mentioned. I'm never
You
counted.
don't count.
No.
Okay.
You know why I may be missing? Let me tell you. Because at that time, the club in Angola have a suspension from FIFA. Cannot register anybody.
Yes.
And they, before that suspension, negotiate with me, pay me in a roll and everything. And when I'm arrived, tomorrow the punishment coming. That is the reason because cannot register me properly. But I'm trained them and work with them and everything else.
Do they pay you?
Yeah, no problem.
Good salary?
Which club is paying good salary?
Which club paid you the best in South Africa?
Who paid me the best?
Yeah.
That club is not born yet.
It's not born yet?
Not in Africa. In Europe, maybe. In Asia. But in Africa, this average normally, highest payment is coming from South Africa if you work Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns.
Yeah, you work Chiefs, you work Pirates, so surely you would have been well paid.
I'm never complain, but not that what is people thinking,
But you said good salary.
Good salary.
What's a good salary for a coach?
For coach?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Or before?
Well, let's talk about your days.
My days?
Yeah.
In Africa, 5,000 is, we're talking about, that is okay.
US dollars, so you got to confirm.
I'm talking about the US dollars. When you go approaching the 10,000 US dollars, in that case, you are in that level.
Mm-hmm.
But you paid above of that, which is in my time, I'm thinking only Sundowns paid, nobody else in Africa. Even including the Al-Ali in Egypt, 15,000 Al-Ali in my time.
Sure.
I'm nearly signed for 20,000 for Al-Ali, but I couldn't leave the club who I'm working in at that time in South Africa.
So you couldn't leave Orlando Pirates?
I can't.
To go to Al-Ali?
No.
They were offering you
20,000
US dollars.
Yes.
Were you getting 20,000 US dollars at Pirates?
No, not at all.
Half of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Half of it.
Half plus how much?
No plus.
Just half of it?
Half of it.
So why did you then not take an offer from Orlando Pirates to Al-Ali?
Tricky question, but I'm trying to be very short. I love Pirates, all right? I love what I did. I love my players. I don't have one single problem in the office with anybody. The family is adapting in South Africa extremely good. And to be selfish and change everything what I said for a bigger money, that is not working. And after that, I know what I'm going to achieve with Orlando Pirates. Unfortunately, not exactly what I want.
Sure.
But I know what I'm going to do for South Africa. And I wanted to do that, to change it so quickly. And I said, let me stay.
Yeah.
Forget about money. Money will come. And I'm not regret.
Because I was going to ask you if you regret not taking that job.
Not at all.
Because you came close with the Orlando Pirates in 2 seasons, 2004, 2006. We almost won the league. Did you always believe that you could?
I like that what you said. We almost win the league.
Yeah.
We.
You?
Okay, you said we.
No.
Okay, no
Again,
problem.
You're hearing, Coach.
I'm hearing.
Yeah, you're here. Has anyone got a hearing aid sponsor?
First season, if I remember, the helicopter is in between Bloemfontein and Joburg. Do I'm right?
Yeah. With the trophy.
With the trophy,
Yeah,
on the helicopter, they don't know where to go.
Yeah,
I've invited them to come in Joburg because we are playing home match, but they don't want. They stay in the middle because of the goal difference. And the first time I'm facing that to a league decider is going to the goal difference instead of match between each other.
Yes.
Second season, match before the last, we play 1-1 draw, and I know we're not going to win the league, and I'm offer my chair to somebody else, and I'm resign. 2 seasons in a row. First season, we play extremely good football.
Yes.
Extremely good football. And I don't understand one thing. When is anybody stop me on the street, because I'm walking in at this time, When I go in a shopping center, when I go in a shopping mall, everywhere where I go, everybody stop me and ask me the simple question. Coach, when you coming back to Pirates, first? And second, Coach, we want to see that football what you play. But I'm understand.
Yeah.
I like that what they said, because this football is boring. I cannot watch this football on the TV.
What's missing, though?
What is missing?
Yeah.
What, missing so many things.
No, tell me, though,
no,
because...
if I start with 1, I'm finished with 100. Let me, just simple thing. 70% of the ball going backward.
Okay.
Defender, going where? Staying 15, 20, between 15 and 20 meter. You see on the 30 meter, you see the whole team of the opponent. Every match, everybody who is playing.
Yeah.
What is that? What kind of football is that? The defender of the another club start to attacking in half of the opponent. What is going on now? 10 against 10 in a half pitch. What kind of football is that? I mean, if it's that modern football, I don't have a problem. But
would you play it? Would you play that kind of football? Because
I'm attack them in a middle, straight in that half. You understand me?
Yeah.
And make them the mistake, score the goal, and finish the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 7 not. It's too much, but 6 is okay. I mean, you get my point.
I'm with you.
Now, I give you missing the responsibility, missing that self-confidence, missing many things. In Real Madrid, if it's 2 guys receive the ball, you know the attack is start. If it's that 2 guys not receiving the ball, they're going to play around. That is football. Wow.
Sure.
No.
I hear you. I hear you, Coach.
I like when it's the young people come and said, this is a modern football, you must understand that, and this and this. And I said, okay, that is a modern football. Let me go to find out what has happened, 1974, 1978, 98, 1986. That is the football, Baba. I watched the match on YouTube, match 1986 in Serbian country. I couldn't believe myself. They are running like a hell. They are fighting like a hell. Result is 4-3. That is the football. Cologne against one Spanish club. I forget. His result is 3-3.
Yeah.
That is the football. That is excitement. That is the voice people coming. Look at this one. Euro full of people. Yeah. What they waiting to own country winning. Now look at how many supporters coming to watch the league matches in Italy, Belgium. They are making the smaller stadium, 30,000, 40,000, 25,000.
So something's missing.
To looking full.
Yeah.
Bring them in a stadium of 100,000 people. You will see how many of them is there.
No, there'll be nothing.
The boring football. Football.
But if you come to South Africa again, I mean, the one club you didn't coach, which was Mamelodi Sundowns. Firstly, did you ever come close to coaching them while you were here?
No. They never called me. They never approached me. We are just have a nice chat. In that days, owner of the club and me, we like each other. We always joking. But he always said, one day you will be my coach. But that day is never come. That is not a problem. I'm not regret about that. Everybody else before is approaching me, but in that time it's very difficult to change something what you start already. In Black Leopards, in Orlando Pirates, in Polokwane City, you start something, establish something, and it's very difficult at that time to change environment and the new players.
But you find Sundowns, though. I mean, they've been dominating South African football, for the longest time. I mean, obviously, your former team, Kaizer Chiefs, have not won a trophy in now close to 10 years, right?
Only 10 years. I thought it's 20. Oh, I mean 14. Okay, never mind.
If it was 20, it would include you, though. Hey? It would include you. Okay, while we talk about Chiefs, though, I was going to go Sundowns, but while we're talking about Kaizer Chiefs, you were there from the 7th of March to the 4th of June. March, April, May, June. Very short stay. Very short stay. I don't know if you've ever come forward to say what are the reasons that the stay was so short after the great seasons that you had at Orlando Pirates. What, according to Kostadin Papic, was the reason?
I know the supporters want me. That is no doubt about that.
Yeah.
We had that conversation before I signed the contract. We said 3 months plus 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And before I signed the contract, I said, okay, wait a minute. I don't like to sign the contract 3 months. And after that, we negotiate about the 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
3 months plus 2 years, that is okay. And condition is to give me the room to I try every each player, because in that time Kaizer Chiefs is in a position number 9. To fighting to be on top 8 is not a big case.
Sure.
And I wanted to try every each player and give him equal minute on the pitch. I said, let me try like this 90 minutes everybody, including the goalkeeper Kune,
yes.
who is not keeping the goal at all.
Yes.
I want him to play fully 90 minutes, every each of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we start like that, and the players is getting enjoyed, and everything is getting nice. And all of a sudden, they said we're not winning the position number 8. And give me some list about that, what I'm not did it, which I'm not agree with them.
What about writing the reports, the report or the
like
season report, the match reports?
Yeah. Not match report, the season, but from the Kaizer Chiefs view.
Yes.
About me and my performance on the training. Said, okay, if is that what you see on me, in that case you don't want me. That is look like that. You don't want me, and in that time we start to negotiation, and after that time realized that the Kaizer Chiefs doesn't want me. That's true.
But why though? I go back to the time, and well, this was 2020 though. They asked the chairman of Kaizer Chiefs, Kaizer Mdaung, about your stay or your tenure at Kaizer Chiefs, and to quote directly from what he said, he was just smoking. End quote. I'm sure you've seen that. Why would he say that?
He say that because he saw me I'm smoking, but I'm smoking every club where I'm working before and after.
Yeah.
Which is not a problem. He wanted to say I'm not working hard and exactly what he. But I just wanted to remind the Kaizer. After one training session, he came to me and said, "Coach, now I'm crying why I'm not playing football anymore. Because this training, what you did, that is what is every single player exactly what is need." Well, I mean, to be honest, this one and that one, that is okay.
Sure.
Why he said I'm just smoking because of, I don't want to push the players too much. That is 6 matches before the end.
Yeah.
It's not necessary to give in the twice training. Season is finished. You're out of every competition. You don't have anything to fight for it. Better to reserve the energy and just preparing for a match to you be ready for a match.
Yeah.
Because the season is end. I don't want to push them too much. I don't want to give him too much tactical things, And maybe because of that. It's okay. But that same coach go after the Kaizer Chiefs to another club and he's achieved fantastic result. Which is meaning, if I'm only smoking, what about the winning the league in Ghana? What about the Black Leopards, what I did? What about the Polokwane City? From the bottom coming position number 4, which is meaning something is missing. Wait a minute. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not defending myself, and that is okay. That has happened long time ago.
Sure.
I'm already forgive it. That is not an issue. My family knows I wanted to coach Kaizer Chiefs. There's no doubt about it. Because I want to have something behind of me.
Yeah.
To be a only foreigner who is, or only coach or whatever, or only Serbian coach who is coaching Chiefs and Pirates. I want to have a similar result with the Chiefs like what I have with the Pirates. I want to make the similar style of football in Chiefs like what I have in Orlando Pirates. when his Orlando Pirates, during my time, play against Kaizer Chiefs defending, Orlando Pirates is attacking. When I came to Kaizer Chiefs, I want to Kaizer Chiefs attacking, Orlando Pirates defending. Simple. That is my goal, that is my wish. But that has not happened. Never mind, forget, it's all over now. Time for something else.
No, it happens. And when you talk about that attack that you gave Orlando Pirates, I remember very, very clearly that you made them extremely happy, the people of Orlando Pirates, the fans and everybody else.
Happy people, keeps us all dancing. Whoa, happy people, keeps us all stepping. And happy people, keeps the music. Tell me.
Yeah, happy people, a happy coach, and happy moments coming up.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
Dance all the way home with these deals celebrating Samsung Store's birthday. Take home the 65-inch QLED 4K Q60D and upscale your entertainment for 14,999 Rand. Save 3,000 Rand. Plus, get a complimentary C-Series soundbar worth 2,000 Rand. Or get a Galaxy Z Flip 6 plus Galaxy Buds 3 for 26,999 Rand. Save 3,000 Rand. Valid now at Samsung stores until 13 October 2024. T's and C's apply.
Allergex Non-Drowsy has been relieving South Africans one allergy at a time. We're all different and our allergies are too. This is why Allergex Non-Drowsy is available in both syrup and tablet form. All the sneezing, runny, itchy noses and throats, we've left no stone unturned. Our mission is simple, to help you live allergy-free with Allergex Non-Drowsy. Ask your pharmacist about the Allergex Non-Drowsy range, brought to you by Adcock Ingram, OTC. Sponsors of Brave.
Bye, Van Dobami. See you later.
Hi, Bo. My Antiza, where you going?
Hey, flying to Durban.
But you flew in from East London yesterday. Did you win the lotto or something? My Antiza, you can tell me.
When you get a Nedbank Platinum credit card, there will be signs. Get competitive interest rates from Prime and up to 30% off on flights from just 99 Rand a month, so you can short-lived anytime. Apply via nedbank.coza or the Money app. See money differently. Nedbank, we're a licensed FSP and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
A curated life is a masterpiece composed of choices. The Audi Black and Urban editions are curated for the bold and progressive. From the dynamic Audi Q3 to the commanding Q5, each SUV a reflection of your world. Style, design, comfort and technology is yours to own with a guaranteed future value and a competitive monthly installment through Audi Financial Services. Visit audi.co.za to reserve yours.
When is a good time to get great medical aid? When you start a family? When they start to grow up? Or when they get daring?
Mommy!
When they start a new life? Or when life starts with them? Now is a good time to be with the best. Not now, right now. Switch to Best Made Medical Scheme. Personally yours. Visit bestmade.co.za. Best Made Medical Scheme is an authorized FSP.
Dear Journal, trying to be an adult day 3471. Fridays at work used to be great. 3 p.m., laptops off, music on, even a cheeky beer. Now I just sit with Teams open and pray that Monet from Finance doesn't message me at 4:57 p.m.
Hating the corporate 9 to 5? Get covered at pineapple.co.za. It's easy and like 19 Rand a day, so it's 100% the insurance for you. Underwritten by Old Mutual Alternative Risk Transfer Insurer Limited, a licensed non-life insurer and authorized FSP. Premiums are risk profile dependent.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Now let's quickly catch up though with Ronwen Williams. He is Sanford Head of Communications, straight from the sidelines. And let me start off with Talentembat. I mean, he's been withdrawn from the team due to injury.
It was a blow because every player that he selects has a role to play. And the fact that now he was not going to be able to rule that he had a knee injury, which then meant that he couldn't be part of the team.
Yeah, which is a pity though, because I know that you're of the age that would appreciate the kind of song song that I'm going to mention now of Talentum, but I was starting to call him, the lifesaver. And you remember there was a very popular song by that name. So when the lifesaver's not there, do we have other capable enough lifesavers there, Mr. Ntloko?
The people who are there have to ensure that they pick up the baton and they carry things forward.
#MSW. #MSW.
Sure. You got a very popular human being when the voice notes are flooding in the rate that they're flooding in. And also just on social media platforms, Fortune says, would he ever come back to Pirates if given a chance? And Jomasono once said that he feared playing against Papic's Orlando Pirates. And he made an analogy that they are like a sack of oranges. You cut the bottom part and they run at you and you don't know which one to stop. And that was the analogy that Jomasono used. So
that is nice.
Great memories. But would you come back? Would you come back? Would you coach South African clubs? Are you here to coach?
No. I'm completely in a different kind of job. I'm going to the youth level, preparing the players for a better, stronger future in different countries. Academy, now from academy we became like a club. Each country we're going to register the club in that third division, fourth division, and not moving forward, not going to to get a promotion. We just wanted to give the African players more chances to succeed on their dream and life and everything else. And the higher of everything is that club we buying the club is calling the Tema Fate. We are on top of this, what I said, more than Nigeria, more than Malawi, more than Tanzania, more than any another country. That Ghanaian, they are doing fantastic job. They are, and the sponsors is there. We are have a fantastic pitch, which is very, very strange in Ghana.
Yeah.
We put accommodation for our players. We feed them. We give him the food. We give him the proper training. We have 2 coaches who is under me and doing exactly what we need. I'm coming there. I'm just coming from Ghana now, from that job, and I'm training the kids. Give him exactly that attacking style of football, and they are doing fantastically, honestly speaking. And I wanted to introduce one or 2, 3 players here in South Africa, if we have a room for them, to somebody give him the chance. And if it's some of the club in South Africa like them, they sign them, and that is for most important for a player. Is fantastic for him. He's going to improve his career. He's going to play football, which is passion and love about it. And when we signed the player in South Africa, we gave the room to find another talented player. We have a very strong scouting machine in Ghana.
Yeah.
Very strong. My former players is including 5, 6 of them. They every day or every week is give us the information about the position and about the players who is doing well, that age is 17, 18. And we bring them in a club and we train them. And after South Africa, I go back to Ghana again to coach them. Later on, we will see what will happen. But for me is most important, when you select the players through your scouting system,
yes,
that is meaning you're not going to get a maybe player. You're going to get a player which you need to polish nicely, just to explaining what is the football, how he's going to do it, and what he needs to do when he's playing in an upper level. Because, for example, in Tanzania, you have 2 big clubs, Simba Yanga. they have 11 foreigners against 11 foreigners. They cannot buy the youngsters. They not buy the youngsters.
Yeah.
They don't care about the Tanzanian young people, young foot players. The rest of the club who is in that league, he just take that Simba younger player on that side in the same way they block the youngsters again, which is meaning is very strange. You know, same situation in Nigeria, same situation everywhere.
Yeah.
I wanted to change that if it's possible.
Yeah.
I remember when I chose to come in Africa first time, I tell everybody in Europe, listen to me. The future of football is in Africa. I'm telling you.
They didn't believe you.
Nobody believed me. Now look at that now. Tell me one single team in a top. Now what is the Champions League? Is how many?
No. I know what you're saying. So
how many clubs? 30-something clubs.
Yeah. I mean, it's expanded now. Sure.
Which one doesn't have an African player? Thank you.
You're not going to find that.
I said that long time ago.
Yeah. And the face of football has changed.
Now I'm telling you, if you not give to the youngsters chance to do it, you're going to lose that opportunity in the next 10 years.
You're not going to hear from me, Coach, because from now until the end of the show, all the people that want to get close to Kostadin Papic will talk.
My goodness, Rob Umtata Bill Clinton, the coach of the happy people. Mr. Papic, sir, thank you so much for serving us with distinction. We may not have won anything under your leadership, but man, our football was incredible. Thank you. Thank you. You will never be forgotten. Once, always.
Good evening, Robert. This is Odysseus here in Cape Town. Well. You've got one of my favorite coaches ever. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, but Costa Papic when he coached that Orlando Pirates side. Rob, Mr. Costa Papic, I look at the coaches these days. I mean, you look at the goals, you look at the top goal scorers, you look at the entries into the final thirds. I mean, it's so shocking. Coaches are setting up their teams to defend. But you, I don't know where you got that philosophy. Maybe you played football long back, and I mean, your teams were always attacking. I mean, you threw caution to the wind. I mean, your football was exciting. I know that you want to win games, but at the end of the day, football is for us fans. Football is show business. Football is art. We go to a football match to enjoy the game, but we no longer see that. What do you think is the problem, Mr. Papic? What a coach. Your teams played breathtaking football. Hope you're still involved in football. Thank you so much. Good to hear the guy I'm watching also on YouTube. Yeah, good program, Rob.
Robert Marawa, Matluput, Dr. Robert, Professor of Football. You have one of the coaches that has blessed South African football with its tactics. Who would forget the late gift Remy? May he so rest in peace. Sophie Lagazi, Joseph Tugutugu Makaya. Oh my God, Orlando Pirates. And at that time there was this song, Habatabile Babinabare, happy people. Although he did not win the league with Orlando Pirates, but that Pirates was marvel to watch. Kostadin Papic, welcome back home. Welcome South Africa. Welcome to the best sports show in the world. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. Good evening to the coach, Mr. Costa Papic. Mr. Marawa, I just want to take my hat off for that man who brought a very entertaining football to Orlando Pirates. He was boasting one of the youngest team during that time, but the way they were playing, you could not miss Ikeme Orlando Pirates. He was always willing to see those young boys, Abo Chisboy, Abo Vilagazi, Gifle Joseph Makanya. You wanted to see them, Opomoso Manenge. The only thing that was missing there for them was to get a silverware, of which I think was a biggest disappointment, if I'm not mistaken, for the coach. What I want to know from Mr. Papic is that can we see him back go between Premiership in future? Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Kucho.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. Good evening to your listeners. Good evening to your guest. His
His Excellency Bill Clinton. This is Ubuhle from Midrand. My question today, the curiosity. I just wanted to ask, what is the fascination with African football? Bar the employment side of things for all these European coaches, which make you guys stay for so many years in Africa. There's the likes of Ted Dimitru, yourself, UVV, Umichu has been in Africa for a very long time, and various coaches who end up staying for a very, very long time. Look at Baxter and etc. So I just wanted to ask, what is the, besides the employment factor, what keeps European coaches, foreign coaches in Africa for so long?
Evening, Darob, and evening to the coach, Kostadin Papic. Yeah, Darob, pretty coach, what a coach he was at Orlando Pirates. Just a quick one to the coach. Does he think with that team he had, Yabo Kifle Remy, Lebhamu Kwena, Pumuzo Manenge, Edebedina, does he think, for me, it was one of the best teams I've ever seen, Orlando Pirates. It was a pity they did not win anything. But does he think that was one of the best teams he has coached? Or if maybe it wasn't, or if it was, maybe, does he think he can ever coach a team as good as that one if he ever goes back into the coaching field? Great show as always, Daropusha.
Wow, Mr. Marawa, what a man that you are having there in studio with you today. This is my first time coming in. I really have to say, like, that man made me fall in love with football more. I was already in love with it, but when he came along, he changed the dynamics of how I viewed football, the perceptions around that were there for me to see football in a certain way. But when he came in, instantly he made me fall in love with the way that Pirates was playing. You know, like they dominated the game from the onset, right from the goalkeeper to the striker. I can even name the first 11 that he ever used when he came. The way that I was so in love with his football, you know. Like, that man, I'm running short of words to explain the beauty that he created. I wish he knew that he created the Happy People title amongst us as Orlando Pirates fans. And it still remains till today that we were so happy. Yes, we never won anything, but that moment was magic. It was magic. It is Tapelo here in Tepiso. Thank you, Mr. Rob.
Tapelo, thank you so much indeed. Coach, you got all of 2 minutes to respond to all of that was said. I could tell that was an emotional journey for you.
Yeah, that is, for 2 minutes you cannot say much, but thank you very much for all of you who is respecting the things what I did for Orlando Pirates and for entire South African football. Yes, I want to play attacking football, and that is, for me, that is the future of football. Otherwise, everything is gone.
Yeah.
One thing about that, what is one of your listeners said, if I make the category, my best team is Orlando Pirates, and the second one is Enyimba, third one is Hearts of Oak. The way how that three teams play, especially Enyimba at that time, that is amazing, unbelievable. One striker more in Pirates, we win everything. One good goalkeeper in Hearts of Oak, we're going to win the Champions League. One good midfielder in Enyimba, we're going to win the Champions League twice in a row. What has happened after that? And another thing, which is everybody said, and I don't know, is that things is coming. They said we're not winning anything. Orlando Pirates is winning many things. To put a trophy in a cabinet is not meaning anything. I'm telling you, it's not meaning anything. I just wanted to ask the people in South Africa, how many players of Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs, you know, from 2006 to 2024? Can you mention by the generation 2 or 3 players? In those two teams? Do you remember somebody? Now ask any supporter who is more than 25, for example, everybody going to start to mention it. Onyekachi, Dina, Vilakazi, they became a legend. That is the biggest trophy which I ever win. I don't care about winning the MTN or Coca-Cola Cup or some league is another story. That is another story. I'm agree with that. But those cups, I don't care about it. But that, for me, is the biggest achievement. If it's from my Nimba, 7 players go in Europe and playing for a big clubs. And that is not a small club. That is the Barcelona, that is the Juventus, that is the Inter Milan. That is something. When it's from Orlando Pirates, you have a legend. Everybody knows who is Lucky Lekwati. Everybody knows who is Dugu Makanya. Everybody knows Steve Lekolea. Everybody knows Manenze. What you want more than that? Me, to make the trophy.
Tune in again tomorrow for Marawa Sports Worldwide, brought to you by Hollywood Bets. A big thanks to you, Bill Clinton.
Thank you.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. #MSW live now on 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.